And we are live. What's going on? Yeah. This is my show. I call it the Jab Jamboree. I got my main man, one of them ones. Special guest in the house. I like this guy. I like this guy from the UK. He's real. He's very knowledgeable. He's not like a lot of these other UK guys, that just, basically just cap, as we say in New York. When we say cap, it means lying. So that's why you hear a lot of times we'll say no cap. So just so you know the slang,
Yeah. Don't worry, man. We're quite well versed in you guys' slang because we get a lot of your media. So we know quite a bit of your slang. You're gonna have to learn some of our slang.
Oh, you're right. You know what? You're right. I plan on coming out there. Definitely.
Yeah, man. Let me know when you plan on coming out here. You let me know, and
okay.
I'll hook you up, man.
All right. I appreciate that, man. All right. So now I know you usually got all the questions. I got a couple questions for you. Now, did you hear about David Lemieux? Well, so you didn't one of them ones. You didn't hear about what happened with David Lemieux just recently.
No, I haven't. What happened to David Lemieux?
David Lemieux got too dehydrated. So now that bout that he had, is canceled. So he's hospitalized. And I hope that actually happened when I first came back into boxing at my uncle's gym. And I was just at the tournament, just being there as support for people in my gym. One of the dudes was so dehydrated, he kind of collapsed trying to make the weight. Get you a nutritionist, ladies and gentlemen. Please get you a nutritionist. That's it. Or even if not, try to, look up things because there's a lot at our disposal nowadays. It's not like the old days where the trainer was the nutritionist, the trainer, the strength and conditioning coach, everything in one. It's a different day and age now. So please, man, like just be real careful about that.
Yeah, when did that news break?
I actually shout out to Strike Grind Radio. He's this guy. When I tell you that he's like a walking encyclopedia, he's literally like you could get whatever you need from him. Yeah, he actually texted that in one of my chat groups, and he let me know. I was like, wow. And I actually kind of like David Lemieux. I stumbled upon David Lemieux kind of by accident.
Yeah, what fight was that?
Forgot the guy that he was fighting. Oh man, hold on. See, I would have to check my phone, and I'll put my phone back on the charger.
Yeah, David Lemieux. So yeah, the last David Lemieux fight that I watched was him against Billy Ho.
That's a name we gave him in the States. We copywriting that.
Yeah. I endorse that. I'm a UK guy. I'm from South London, London City's warlord, as Rico Dan would say. Yeah.
Okay.
And I endorse that, man. Fuck Billy Ho. Anyway, I don't even want to jump on that. But Billy Ho gave him a boxing masterclass.
Oh yes, he did. That actually was one of his, in my judgment. Yes, in my judgment. I don't know if that would have had anything to do with him being on, because David Lemieux had said in an interview, during the press conference a couple of days ago that he wants a rematch against Billy Ho. He said that he felt like he was on that stuff back then. So does that mean Willie Monroe deserves it? Does that mean that Chris Eubanks Jr. deserves it? Because we don't know how long this been going on, so we have to really sit back and think about it. I still think the only thing I felt like it helped Billy, even though it helped with a lot of things, because I heard with that particular drug that he used I feel as though that he's still a masterclass boxer though. I can't take that away from Billy Ho. Yeah. Billy Ho could really box his ass off. Yeah, he always had trouble with his weight and things like that. And plus, Dominique Angle was a plus, if you ask me. I actually think that Kell Brook would have looked better in the Michael Zarafa fight if he would have been still with Dominic Angle. Dominic Angle is actually one of the trainers. If I'm a American dude, if I was going over there, I would be looking for him. That's how highly I think of Dominic Angle. A lot of people don't think that highly of him. I think that he's a very good trainer, in my judgment.
Yeah, I agree with you. With it was a great performance that Billy put on. He pulled it. It kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that performance. When he went up against David Lemieux. David Lemieux is an inside fighter. And when I watched it, I think I've only seen it once, but Billy Ho pretty much got all 12 rounds, if I remember correctly. But what I would say about because Billy, I don't know if you're aware, but Billy Ho and Chris Eubank Jr., they've got a big rivalry.
Yeah. That's why I brought that up.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's why I definitely brought that up. Yeah.
But when you see, this is my interpretation of what happened during that fight, and a little bit, just touching a little bit on Chris Eubank Jr. When Chris Eubank Jr. faced Billy Ho, I think that Chris Eubank went into that fight way too confident. He was overconfident. He was too cocky, and he thought that he was going to get Billy Ho out of there as and when he pleased. He thought he could get Billy Ho.
Oh, you breaking up a little.
Cruise the first few.
Okay, you good now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he thought he could get Billy Ho out of there anytime. So he thought, I'll take my time, and come round 5 or 6, I'll get him out of there. But what he learned in that fight was that Billy he's one of those guys that he won't quit. He just won't quit. He's got that kind of over here we kind of call it like he's one of those guys that he won't quit. Like even if he's got one arm with one finger, his limbs have been blown off, he's just not going to quit. He's one of those guys. And Chris Eubank Jr. found that out in the fight. And I believe that was the fight where Eubank Jr. told his trainer to shut up. His trainer was trying to give him advice.
Really?
Yeah, I think in the 5th or 6th round, that's when it dawned on Chris Eubank Jr. that he was losing the fight, and his game plan to the fight was all wrong. And then when his trainer tried to give him advice in the 5th or the 6th round, he told him to shut up, and he was just kind of looking into space. And then also in that fight, you'll notice that in the 5th, I think it was round 6, Chris Eubank started to turn up. He started to turn up. He was a lot more active. He looked more desperate, and he knew he lost that fight. He knew he lost that fight from day one. But I think that after that fight, I think that Billy knew that he didn't want to give him a rematch, because he knew that Eubank Jr. knew what he did wrong in the fight, and that he was going to make corrections. And Billy just didn't want to give him the fight, because, Billy was talking about, I'll fight you on my terms. Yeah, you got a little Mickey Mouse belt. What's that? What's that little Mickey Mouse
belt?
No.
That was actually hysterical. I remember that interview that you talk about. Keep going on one of them ones. I'm going to just plug my phone up to my computer. Keep talking.
Yeah, no worries. So, so you got a little Mickey Mouse belt. This is the big boys belt. I think he had the WBC belt. I can't remember. But anyway, I believe that Billy Ho didn't want to give him the rematch, because he knew that Chris knew that he messed up, and he knew Chris knew what to do to make the corrections and so forth. Now, anyway, my opinion is that Billy's performance against Eubank Jr., it wasn't a great performance. And I didn't really rate Billy Ho back then, but since his last fight, oh,
wow.
Okay, yeah, you back.
Okay.
Yeah, since his last fight against David Lemieux, he's gone up in ratings in my book. He has gone up in ratings in my book. But you know, he's been inactive as well for long periods of time, which doesn't help anyone. And I was kind of excited to see him face, was it James DeGill before he got popped for that? Was it Clambour? I can't even remember what he got popped for, but it was quite a serious.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was quite a serious thing. I was looking forward to that. And I think he does have relevance in the middleweight division, but I also think that some people are kind of getting way too excited over that David Lemieux performance, and they're thinking like, you know, he can compete with what's it called? What's his name? Like Canelo, and I don't know. You know, I think people are giving him a little bit too much props. You know, we've only seen that one performance. I want to see a little bit more, you know, to confirm that, you know, he's really about that life. You know.
My fault. I'm plugging up again, but I agree. Oh, I'm echoing.
Yeah, you might need to mute the speakers.
No, I muted this. Oh,
Yeah, I think if you got the audio playing on two different devices, it will kind of echo.
Yeah, I just got up out of it because I was trying to go. I was going to send the link to Stay Ready, and I was just like, nah, just
This old shit is all over the place, man. Old shit in the chat. TJ Watkins, Almighty Law.
See, that's why I don't see it in my. I don't even see it. I don't even see my.
I'm going. I've got YouTube open on a browser, right?
Oh, okay. That's what I'm probably gonna do.
Yeah. So I've just got it open on a browser. So I'm actually looking at the stream just from that.
Wow.
But
yeah. What? So you were saying basically you never rated.
Before I didn't rate him before, and even now, it was a excellent performance, pitch perfect, excellent performance against David Lemieux.
Yeah, basically. Go ahead.
Yeah, excellent performance against David Lemieux, but you know, Billy's inactive a lot, and I want to see more of him. You know, just to confirm and say, you know what? Nah, I don't like him, but I'm standing on this man's skill set.
I'm not mad at you at all. That's how you feel basically the same way that I feel about him. I feel as though that Billy Ho is very talented. It don't matter how many times I make fun of the man's name or anything of that, but he really is a talented boxer. I do agree with you that Chris Eubanks Jr. fight, it wasn't really his best performance, but he got the job done. Yeah. I actually thought a couple of those rounds he actually was losing, but he ended up coming back and finishing strong. So I respect that. I respect that. He came back, he fought hard, and he finished the fight very strongly. I remember that fight because that was one of the first fights that I actually watched. And I remember my cousin liked Chris Eubanks Jr. I'm like, yo, bro, he's not a good fighter. Like, he's a mauling brawler. Like, there's nothing special about him. The messed up part about it is he could have been better if he would have got away up from under his father's ass.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened. I feel like you have to be able to differentiate that. You know what I mean? Your father, him being a trainer, and you also training yourself. That's why he probably was yelling at his trainer in that fight, like you said, one of them ones, because of the fact that he trains himself, I heard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's I actually met me and my cousin. We went out to I don't know what to make of Chris Eubank Jr. People say that he's really arrogant and this and that, but I've personally met Chris Eubank Jr. Me and my cousin, we were out one time. We went to some comedy club thing, and you know, talking to some girls and what have you, and then all out of the blue, Chris Eubank Jr. turns up, and I'm like, damn, is that him? Is that Eubank Jr.? And we got talking to him, and he was cool. He was a very, very humble person. You know, he wasn't trying to flash. He wasn't trying to you know, go on like he's a superstar or anything like that. He was really down to earth. He was humble. And yeah, he was cool. He was a cool guy, you know. But I mean, that was my personal interaction with him. There's only one encounter, but a lot of people say that he's arrogant. He don't listen. He trains himself, as you say. And yeah, I don't really know what to make of that.
Well, he needs another, like, I don't know, maybe he needs to get out of the UK. Maybe he's one of those UK boxers that need to come to America. See how it was vice versa with like somebody like let's say Shannon Briggs is from America.
Yeah.
And Shannon Briggs basically Shannon Briggs came to the UK and he's more celebrated and appreciated. Well, at least I feel like.
Yeah, you know, Eubank Jr. actually was residing in New York for a good portion of his life. His father and his mother had this weird agreement where some parents they were temporarily adopted in New York to get an American passport or something like that. Some weird arrangement, some really weird arrangement. But he was actually training in New York for I don't know how many years in his life, but he was out there for a good hot minute, you know. Yeah, him and his brothers, because yeah, his whole family, they fight. He's got a cousin called Harlem. I kid you not.
I believe it.
He's got a cousin called Harlem Eubank. You know, he's just nothing to read. I don't know. You just have to make up your own mind about him. He's not really on my radar. But
you got Stay Ready's email? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me see if I've got his email.
Because I'm trying to send him like the link, because he told me to go live now like 8 minutes ago. And it's crazy. I was already live a little bit before he even said that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get his email, and I'll see if I can forward it to you. But yeah, he's got a couple of brothers as well that fight. I'm not really too sure.
I mean, I know you know, his dad alone, like, you know, I know he's from a fighting family. So I got respect for the guy and stuff like that. But it's like, I would have thought he would have been like a much better talent.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to get at him or anything, but like when you're from a fighting family and things of that, it's like we hold you to, I want to say, a higher standard. That's like, you know, hopefully I'll become a world champion 2, 3, 4 times over. And then I end up having a kid, a son or a daughter. Okay, you got it. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, that but I think that in reality that it just doesn't turn out that way.
You know what? And you're right. Well, do we even have a case where that might have? I'm trying to think.
Okay, yeah, I've got some citations for you where it doesn't work. Chris, okay, once again, Chris Eubank Senior. He had another son called Nathaniel Wilson, who goes by the moniker.
I never even knew that, actually.
Yeah, he's got a dark-skinned son. He's got a dark-skinned son called Nathaniel Wilson. The relationship is somewhat fragile between him and his son. Basically, I think the story goes that, you know, back in Eubank Senior's younger days, he got some woman pregnant, and you know, it is what it is, and he moved on with this Eubank Junior's mother, and you know, there's a little bit of hostility there and what have you. Anyway, Nathaniel Banks, that's Chris Eubank Senior's son, and yeah, just because you're your father's son, it doesn't necessarily mean that skill or that hunger and that determination.
Yeah, you're right. You're right,
transcends,
because
you know, like let me give you an example of Floyd Mayweather, right? See Floyd Senior. Floyd Senior was an okay fighter, you know. Floyd Senior was pretty decent. He was pretty cool, but Mayweather was the thing that made Mayweather special is because he wanted this. Like, he had the will. He had 100% absolute will for boxing. Yeah, when he was younger, he didn't even go to school. He used to skip school and, you know, watch videotapes and box and all of that.
That's why he can't read now.
Yeah, that's why that's why he doesn't know himself right now. That's why he says a lot of stupid stuff. Hey, stay ready, man.
What's up? One of them ones.
Good to hear you, man. I have you on the panel, man.
Already, man. Appreciate it.
But
go ahead. Finish what you saying.
I was just gonna say, but Mayweather's success is, you know, 50%, you know, his training and upbringing and all of that, but the rest of it is on Mayweather. I truly believe, because Mayweather, he 100%. What you have to have that hunger, like, because you can have a child, right, and you can try and get them into boxing, but if they don't want to do it, then they're probably not going to be great. You have to want it, like, yourself in your heart.
No, I agree with you 110%. And I also don't think that it was just Mayweather Senior alone.
Yeah,
you know, we have to remember the world champion out of those brothers was Roger. You know, Roger was the first actually boxer to win the title at 130, then go all the way up to 140 and win a belt there too. So I think that played an effect on Mayweather too, a great effect. You know what I mean, on Floyd Mayweather Jr. and also his uncle Jeff too. But I say the best out of the brothers was the middle brother, who is Roger. Roger was the best one.
Roger was the best, but you do got to give props to Floyd Senior, because Floyd Senior was a #1 contender at one time.
Yes. So I'm not taking that out. Look, stay ready. I ain't taking that away from him, Mac, man.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying.
I'm saying we gotta give it to the person that actually reached the mountaintop. He actually did reach that mountaintop. Wasn't no, he actually had them belts. So I gotta give Roger his credit where credit is due. He actually became a world champion out of them, you know, and I respect Roger for that. And I heard he wasn't doing too good the last time I heard about him. So
yeah, he was in the hospital last I checked.
Yeah, I heard that too. You know, I heard that, you know, I don't know if it's CTE or what. Pretty sad though. Yeah. So what do you think about this? Stay ready. I was talking to one of them ones since you just got on the show, my brother, and I appreciate you with teaching me how to do this live broadcast Google Hangout. Everybody, if it was not for Mac, we wouldn't be here right now. I like doing this. I like doing my shows this way better. Maybe because I've been watching it for so long, the other brothers, before I started my channel. I just like it's more convenient for me because I like running around doing stuff while I'm on my live show. So get used to this format. I'll probably go back to the video format every once in a while. But what I was asking about, Mac, is David Lemieux. Who was he fighting again? He got dehydrated. They just pulled him out of the fight because he got hospitalized for being too dehydrated.
Man, you said who was David Lemieux fighting?
Yeah. I don't remember the guy that he was fighting, but that fight ain't happening no more because David Lemieux was hospitalized because he was too dehydrated, which I'm not surprised because I heard it's always been hard for David Lemieux to make 160.
Man, I didn't even know nothing about it. I swear I did. I didn't even know
Yeah,
he had a fight.
yeah. David Lemieux was fighting on the undercard of tomorrow of Canelo.
Uh, I mean, let me look that up. And he got
Hold on.
dehydrated,
Matter of
right?
fact, I'll send it to you.
No, I'm already on my laptop right now, looking it
Oh,
up.
okay, okay.
I'm quick with it.
Yeah, he was
Uh,
supposed to fight Torino Johnson.
yeah, Torino Johnson. Yeah, that's who it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Matter of
but
fact, Strike Grind sent it in the group.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go look at it, but I'm looking at it now. They said David Lemieux versus Ter- Torino Johnson. And I didn't even know I didn't know about. I didn't know what was the undercard because the zone don't tell you nothing. You have to literally go searching for this stuff because I haven't seen nothing about David Lemieux fighting on Boxing Scene. I do see it on Boxing 24, but I haven't been on Boxing 24. They posted this 12 hours ago. I haven't been on there since yesterday morning. So the zone or they don't post any news or going on or with their fighters and stuff like that. So it's hard to. I don't really pay attention over there too much no more. Unless it's like nationally known, like Canelo's fighting, or like when Demetrius Andre was supposed to be coming over to fight. You really don't know what's going on over there. That's why I don't think the zone gonna last. Or either Eddie Hearn gonna be the scapegoat, he get pushed out, and they gonna let Golden Boy take over, and he gonna use his Ring magazine to kind of push a lot of the news that's going on over there. That way his magazine get exclusives and they can get more traction and more clicks on the website.
Man, that's kind of. I mean, that's kind of sad because I heard David Lemieux wanted to be in title contingency for a Canelo fight. I much rather actually have seen, and this goes to all y'all viewers out there. And I'm saying it. Ack is saying it. I much rather see David Lemieux and Canelo than Triple G and Canelo again.
He should have
Uh,
fought David Lemieux years ago.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I agree. I agree with that assessment.
yeah, I agree with that. I'd rather see Lemieux and Canelo than a Triple G
Like
Honestly,
I
if
Canelo type thing.
if Triple G is not fighting no top middleweights, like he should be, he never fought Magic Selecki. I'm starting to root for Magic Selecki. I'm going to see him in some tough fights because he never fought him. He fought Daniel Jacobs. I would have liked to see a rematch with Daniel Jacobs because I think
yeah,
Daniel Jacobs
yeah,
won that
yeah,
fight.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see him fight a Boo Boo Andre. I want to see him. I want to see him fight Billy Joe Saunders. I think Billy Joe Saunders beat Triple G. I really do think Billy Joe can beat Triple G, and I'm not even a Billy Ho fan.
Yeah, do you know what? Stay ready. I'm with you. It was with the way that he dealt with David Lemieux. Yeah, Billy Ho. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I really think Billy Ho can do that, and I want to see him fight the Cholo. But I'd rather see Cholo fight Canelo first. But
Man, that middleweight division is absolutely stacked. How you feel about Derevyanchenko?
Deverenchenko,
Derevchenko, yeah.
I think he's older, but I wish he would have came up the ranks a little slower and trying to instead of trying to rush title fights because that's why he got beat up the way he did. And he didn't let us. I think he needed a little bit of more development. I really do. I still think he's a prospect more along the line. But he put himself in position to get those fights, so I'm not mad at him. But I don't think I don't think he was ready for that fight. I don't.
Yeah.
And I actually ate crow because I thought he was gonna give Daniel Jacobs a little problem just for because of his power and the
Yeah.
way that and he's actually got nice speed for his size and his movements are great and his body work is great, but I just don't think he was ready for to fight a boxer like that.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of all them Ukrainians, Derevyanchenko, Usyk.
But
These guys.
Deverenchenko was training here in America in the States. He was
Yeah,
training with American,
Andre
so
Rozier.
yeah, he don't fight like the traditional the Ukrainians. He actually got more of he got a walk. How can I say it? He actually fights like Daniel Jacobs. If you really think about it, he fight like
Mm.
a young Daniel Jacobs, like that walk down pressure style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how he was fighting. Daniel Jacobs just completely switched his style up. That ain't how Daniel Jacobs fight, the way he fought Deverenchenko. That's not his normal fighting style. So that kind of shocked me. And I think that's one of the reasons how he pulled that fight off too. But that shows you the ring IQ of a veteran fighter too. And see, with somebody like Deverenchenko, he made no adjustments. He made no adjustments whatsoever. He didn't pay attention to. He didn't cut the ring off like he normally do. He got outboxed. His footwork, he looked stiff and stagnated. Like he need to go back to the drawing board.
I would like to see Seletsky, like y'all said, versus Deverenchenko.
I wouldn't, because I think Seletsky beats Deverenchenko easily.
I think so too, but I would like to see it.
Matthew Seletsky ain't no punk. That's one dude I give respect to.
Danny Jacobs don't listen to his corner though. Like I feel like he should have listened to Andre Rozier in that Seletsky fight. He did a little better. He admitted it. He said that he wasn't listening. He was in his own world. Just like he didn't listen in the Triple G fight. It switched southpaw. And the reason why Danny Jacobs said he switched southpaw is because he felt like when Willie Monroe was fighting Triple G, he gave him problems for a couple of rounds.
Well, I want to see all of these guys fight each other. There's a lot of
I want Charlo against any of them guys.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
Okay?
I mean, there's a lot of guys.
It's not fair. It's not fair, man. Why my man got to sit back here in the cut like a Band-Aid and not get no work?
That's my favorite saying too. In the cut like a Band-Aid.
I mean, there's at least like eight top fighters in that division.
But you know somebody that's at the top that shouldn't be at the top, and I don't care. Y'all can believe me or not. Ryota Murata. Why is he even ranked number 6 in the WBC? Number 7 in the
that ranking should
the Japanese guy,
the one that got beat by Rob Brandt.
Yeah,
by Eddie Mustafa's fighter.
He was sitting out for 2 years. Like the dude wasn't even boxing for 2 years. He came back and took this mandatory that he had to fight. Oh, he was gonna get stripped, and he got brutally beat up.
Yeah, you know what? Stay ready with a lot of these rankings. The official WBC and all of them. When I look at them, and half the time it doesn't make sense. So I don't even pay attention to most of that stuff, man.
Yeah, true.
But boxing is very subjective as it is. But yeah, those rankings and stuff, I don't really pay too much of attention to.
But I do want to see. You know what? To be honest with you, I know Rob Brandt is the regular champion in the WBA, but I want to see him fight a little bit more so I can actually, see what kind of fighter he is. Because going back watching old fights, that's not really telling me nothing because you're not fighting nobody.
I'm gonna tell you what. Even though he beat that Ryota, whatever his name,
anybody could have beat that dude. Martin Murray could have beat that dude.
You ain't lying. His face got painted though.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at Rob Brandt's face after that fight. I was like, he got painted.
Willie
he was
Monroe
looking like Triple G. He said, "Well, yeah, Willie Monroe would have though. Willie Monroe might give Rob Brandt some work."
And see, that's why I want to know. I want to know where Rob Brandt stands. I want to see him fight somebody like a Martin Murray. I want to see him fight a Jack Koke. I want to see him fight a Willie Monroe. Some of these ranked fighters, but the lower level fighters, see where you stand. You know what I mean? I just want to see, are you worth fighting somebody like a Jermell Charlo, a Daniel Jacobs, a Demetrius Andrade? We know you're not going to. Well, you might end up getting a Canelo fight sooner than the rest of them, just on the strength that, you got a champion and it won't look like a cherry pick if you fight him. You got a belt and it won't look like a cherry pick if you fight him.
Yeah.
I want to see him fight a Brandon Adams. I just want to see where you stand. I want to see what his skills look like.
Man, all these guys need to fight each other, man. There's a lot of good guys in that division. They just need to start fighting.
You hear the news too? Guess who's right under Jermell Charlo in the middleweight rankings?
Oh yeah, I know Triple G is.
No.
Who?
Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn?
Hold on, Jeff Horn ain't no middleweight.
Yo, I heard that he moved up to middleweight.
So he skipped junior
So
middleweight.
he somehow jumped in.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna text y'all the picture. Hold on. Go ahead. Y'all keep talking.
Jeff Horn.
I'm about to go on my phone.
I'm for the Google the rankings. Hold on.
You know, my Don Crawford bullied him for 12 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Moving up from 140, bullied him.
But my thing is, so you got beat up at 147. You skipped 154, and you went up to 160.
And somehow this guy is
okay.
ranked.
I just Googled the ranking. He's still ranked 10 in the WBC as a welterweight.
Yeah, that's got to be an agenda because there's no way that he should be ranked at middleweight.
Yeah, I don't see him ranked in the junior middleweight, and I don't see him ranked. What would he be ranked in, the WBO, the IBF? He's not ranked on the boxing scene's boxing ranking. Let me go look at the other boxing ranking. Hold
on. Jeff Horn shouldn't even be a thing. I mean, he had a questionable performance against Manny Pacquiao. He shouldn't even be relevant.
No, he shouldn't be.
He was just the guy that he was a cherry pick for Manny Pacquiao that went wrong.
He's a top ranked boxer though.
Yeah, well there you go.
No.
So
Mac, you got it?
Boxing.
Mac, you got it?
Yeah, I got what you sent me. I haven't looked at it yet because I'm looking at ESPN's boxing ranking right now, weight by weight class. I'm trying to see. Okay, I just went to middleweight. And middleweight, Canelo, Triple G, David Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders. ESPN is full of shit. Matter of fact,
one of them ones. You got it?
I sent it to you too. At the moment.
I heard it.
Hold on.
Now read that to me and tell me what it says.
Jeff Horn, as far as ESPN concerned, he's ranked in welterweight too. Let me look at what you sent.
What is it?
That's boxing rig. What the fuck? What the fuck? Jeff Horn.
Right under Charlo.
Above Billy Joe and Demetrius Andre. Bro. I think Hugo Centeno beat him up. He ain't. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Right. Well, it makes sense now. It makes sense. I understand what's going on. Yeah.
I still know. I don't.
He can't be over Demetrius Andres and Demetrius. And I don't even like Demetrius Andres. He got a strap.
Yeah, but you see this lot. Yeah, I don't know how they calculate their. I have no idea how they calculate their pound for pound list, but historically, their pound for pound list has always been all over the place. It's always been all over the place. So it doesn't surprise me that this is what they're saying. And I think the way that they calculate it is through some weird algorithm that calculates points or something. I don't think someone is sitting there typing this out. I think he's literally calculated on how many rounds you've had and I don't know, like how many punches you've landed or some weird stuff like
First of all, I don't give a damn about all of that. They sniffing that shit. Excuse my language, that Oscar De La Hoya sniffing if they think he's over any one of them top dudes up there. He not over Billy Joe. He not over Demetrius Andre. He ain't even over. I don't even think he can make it past that African dude that Demetrius Andre beat.
Okay, who runs
You shouldn't even be on the list.
boxing.com? Who runs boxing.com?
Oh no, man.
Because they must haven't changed nothing up because they still got Joseph Parker as the WBO champion. And Adonis Stevenson as the WBC champion. They still got shit fucked up. They got James DeGale as the IBF champion on this shit. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Yeah, I'm on that boxing.com looking at that. Yeah, they need to take that out my search engine. Here it is. Look at this deal.
Hey,
yeah.
You know, I was telling you about those. I had some gloves and it had a message about cancer and all of that stuff.
Yeah. What gloves was those? Did you figure that out?
Yeah. It's Everlast Elite Pro.
Oh, okay. I don't wear those. Thank God. I don't wear those. I don't wear those ones. I know which ones you're talking about. You talk those is them ones. I think they got the is the everlasting like the middle of the glove.
Yeah.
Those new ones that they make. I don't like those. Teofimo Lopez wear those. He like those. I don't like those.
You better stop wearing them shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was not happy when I got those, and it was talking about, you know, but I tried to look it up. It's very confusing. I went to, apparently it's only applicable in the state of California. No one else has that recommendation about there being cancerous substances used on the gloves and so forth.
Hold on, y'all. I'm taking the call. Keep going.
All right.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, it's a little confusing. But yeah, I wasn't happy about that at all, man.
Hell no. I wouldn't use those gloves. That's man. I'm over. Say that's what I meant to tell you. I got it's a guy from the UK. I think he young because the way he act, but he always in my inbox. He always asking me questions, and I know he's a Joshua fan. I can tell, even though he act like he tries to act like
he's not.
Not that he just tries to act like he sees it from both sides, but he don't. You know what I'm saying? Because basically he actually tagged me in a post on Instagram yesterday. And the post was when Joshua said that he has the dates available, he wants to fight Wilder or whatever. His comment was the heavyweight unified champion Anthony Joshua speaks on ESPN about April 13th situation that states that the venue is booked. The reason why Wilder did not sign but accepted all terms and contracts, but however signed for Fury for no dates and venues, and that he should make the fight for undisputed over Fury. And Joshua also claimed he will fight Fury, but since Wilder has the belt, rightfully or wrongfully, he would prefer that for undisputed. Your thoughts? And I told him, I said the fact that he had the venue and date for White, and not want and he wants Wilder for that date. I've been saying for months that he's fighting White that date, and I still stand by it. When he comes to me and brings up all the old stuff, and I told him that old stuff don't mean nothing to me. I said he hasn't sent the term sheet or sent the offer as of right now. I said you can go on TV and run your mouth all day long, but if you haven't sent the offer, it means nothing. So talking about it and being about it is two different things. He started coming back to me talking about the old stuff. I said I'm gonna ask you guys today because he's one of the people that stay listening to my YouTube channel, and I thought about sending him a link so when we all go on there, we can all ether his ass. But it's up
to he don't want to get hopped. He don't want to get hopped.
That's why I was saying it's up to y'all.
You know, yo, Mac, I'm down with whatever. You already know, fam. So you know, all you got to do is hit me up ahead of time.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna send y'all a link, but it was just up to y'all if y'all wanted to eat them, or, you know what I'm saying, if y'all wanted him to come on, because I honestly don't even feel like dealing with it. He gets on my nerves sometimes because he be asking me to do videos on resumes and shit, but I don't care about. I honestly don't care about.
Is he sending you emails? How's he managed to?
Instagram. He stays.
Oh, okay, Instagram. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, he stays in my Instagram every day. He got something new. He asks me, well, "What do you think about this? What do you think about this?" I'm like, "Dude." So
I actually don't have an Instagram.
We glad you don't.
He said, "We glad you don't." Why? Why I can't have an Instagram, Mac? Why?
No, I tell you, to be honest with you, Instagram is better to have for you being a boxer, and all you're doing is really posting pictures and video. But you're gonna get those people in your. I promise you, you're gonna get, because he's on both of my pages in my inbox.
Well, he's a fan. I mean, he obviously values your.
Yeah, he's a fan. I don't knock him. I talk to him all the time because we agree on a lot of things. The only thing that we don't agree on is it seems like he believe everything that Eddie Hearn says. And I'm like, why are you believing somebody that steady get caught in lies, but you can't believe somebody who's put together the biggest fights in boxing in Shelly Finkel? And you tell me Shelly Finkel's been in lawsuits. I said, what famous or what promoter or manager haven't been in a lawsuit? I said, Al Haymond's been in plenty of lawsuits too. You believe Al Haymond or anything that come from Al Haymond, right? And he was like, yeah. I said, so why can't you believe Shelly Finkel? What's the difference between Shelly Finkel and the rest of these promoters? I said the rest of these promoters haven't put together the biggest fights in boxing, as in Klitschko, Lewis, as in Evander Holyfield Lewis, as in Tyson Lewis, as in Tyson Evander, as in McGregor and Floyd. He was a part of every one of those fights. And it hasn't been no fights bigger than any one of those fights. And he was a part of it. And Eddie Hearn ain't even put nothing close to that. So why you steady believing Hearn, but you can't believe Shelly Finkel? But he can't give me an answer on that.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I can't wait for that whole AJ Wilder thing to be over, man.
I promise you, I really would love that fight to just happen and be over, and we can get to talking about regular boxing again.
Nah, there's still always gonna be a fight that guys that we want to see, because then even after that,
we can talk that
Loma and Tank. And it's always somebody. It's always somebody that we wondering and worrying about.
For sure.
Yeah, I get that. We're gonna get that, but with this right here, it's a whole different situation because we're talking contracts that actually has been sent over, and people. This is
you right.
You
right
on that. Seen a situation like this in boxing? You haven't. Somebody you never seen nobody get out for $50 million. I don't care if they don't know they can win the fight or not, and turn down $50 million. Never, not ever have you seen that in the sport of boxing. If you can point to a time where somebody turned down $50 million, hell, you can find me where somebody turned down $20 million to fight, $10 million.
I'll take the fight for $5 million.
Shit, I'll go fight Anthony Joshua right now for $300,000.
And then as soon as you feel a hit, go ahead and Bruce Sheldon.
Hey, y'all do gotta understand. I am 260 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not little. It ain't gonna be that easy. I'm gonna put up a fight before he knocked me out. I'm putting up a fight.
If I was in that ring, all you're gonna be hearing is bring. I'll
to be honest with you, I might take a dive. I'm already guaranteed the money. Shit, I might take a dive.
Callie said he would have did that. He said for the Deontay Wilder fight, he said as soon as he would have hit him on his shoulder, he said he would have just Callie's stupid. He said he would have felt that.
As soon as he throw that rangefinder out there, I'm hit.
My man's picking you up like Jack Johnson or something.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'll just be on that stick, on that bicycle all day long. I'll be doing the Tour de France, boy.
Nah, you might as well take the dive though, bro. It ain't no reason to have no massive concussion. Ain't no reason for that.
Shit, I might try to go. You know what? Me having the pride that I got, I might try to fight at least a round or two.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
I got pride. I don't like to get my ass whooped like that.
Oh no, man! You know what? Sorry, man. I'll let you go.
Huh. Especially in front of the world. I don't know.
Oh no, man. I think I might try and fight him. You know. I think I might try and fight him because AJ's flat-footed, man. I can run circles around him.
Yep.
But then again, when he throws that combination,
nah, just watch that uppercut.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to
clean off.
Watch that uppercut.
Yeah.
Catch him with that. You might be thinking that you could dogfight him, and next thing you know, that sneaky uppercut come through it.
Yeah, wake up and you're wondering what's happened.
For real.
I mean, I've been knocked out before. I've actually been knocked out before.
What, cold?
Yeah, knocked out cold. It wasn't in boxing. I was I used to do a bit of motorcycle racing. So and it's a highly dangerous sport because, you know, in order to get good at it, you definitely are going to be breaking the collarbone or, you know, something. You're going to be breaking something in your body. And cut a long story short, I was coming out of a corner and there was a lot of oil on the track and it was raining. I had everything going against me. I don't even know why I went out that day. And I don't remember it. I didn't see it, but apparently I was airborne. And then, yeah, I just landed on my head and luckily no one hit me. And yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, getting knocked out is not fun.
I'll tell you, I've never been knocked out before, but I'm going to tell you the craziest thing that have happened to me. Man, I've been slept before. And I mean, like, put in a chokehold.
Okay.
Yeah. And this was actually at school.
Oh, right.
Yeah, my homeboy came.
That's hypoxia. That's where the oxygen's cut off from your brain. So yeah, you just basically cross up.
You should have did the Hulk Hogan. What they used to do to Hulk Hogan? What they used to have it when he used to be going out.
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how crucial when you get put in a real live sleeper hole. It ain't none of that. All that what you see on TV. That shit
I know.
It puts you to sleep so fast, bro. I didn't even realize that he got me because I was walking and he came behind me and caught me. And he put me to sleep so fast, it scared him and he thought he killed me. Yeah. He was waking me up, and when I woke up, he crying and shit, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Stay ready. What was that? What was the contents behind that? How did you end up in a situation? Was it serious or was you playing?
Was y'all playing around?
Man, this was back in freshman year in high school, bro. And you know, down here in Texas, wrestling is a big thing. I don't watch it no more. I ain't watched wrestling since high school, honestly.
Me either.
But we used to go through the hallways and do wrestling moves on each other, like on a regular basis. And man, that was one of the things that I done stone cold stunner people. I done put people in leg, caught them real quick, and tripped them and put them in a leg lock in the Texas cloverleaf or the lion tamer and all kind of shit. I'm talking about this stuff really does hurt for real life in real life.
Nah, I used to do stuff like that too. I understand.
Yeah.
But you want to know what's
when it came back to my turn, that's how they got me because I used to do that today. I used to always catch them. I done rock bottom, then caught somebody just real smooth and then rock bottom on concrete. Like and I'm a big dude. I'm not small. Like I done power bomb my cousin on the ground. But when they got me, he put me in a sleeper. Like he caught me completely off guard. Wasn't expecting it. Didn't even see him coming.
Damn.
Yeah, I've always been stronger than everybody. It was easy for me to do those wrestling moves.
Yeah, it's all about technique, innit? It's technique.
Yeah.
I remember I'm not an MMA fan whatsoever.
Nah, me either.
I remember
but Khabib got a fan though.
If
Khabib fight again, I don't care who it is.
Hey man,
I'm ordering that.
Khabib's got he's got a temporary honorary black pass, man.
Facts.
Hell yeah.
I remember.
I never, but my fault, not to cut you off. One of them
No,
ones.
go.
I never got slept before or anything like that. But I've been punched hard as hell though. I've been punched hard as hell. Like I felt like I should have been asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and recently, I felt kind of bad about the situation. My cousin came and visited me. My cousin I came up with in Harlem. He came up with his girlfriend. So he came up with his girlfriend. We sitting there. We outside in the parking lot. And we're talking, and he had he bought a bottle of Moet. He was, because he used to fight too. So he never had seen me since after my last tournament I had on November the 10th in Long Island. So he basically came up to see me and congratulate me. Plus, we was talking about life and stuff like that. And, I actually just lost my mom and her twin sister not too long ago, May and September. Yeah. So
hear that, man.
So he was, he never came up to see me he never came up from the CDC. So he came, and it's crazy because me and him was fine. It's like just that quick, right when you fine with somebody, you could go from being fine with somebody, even if they family, to getting ready to fight them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even me and his situation. I guess his baby mom said something to him and triggered him. I didn't even know he was that type of dude. Went in the car and started hitting her. I'm like, yo, homie, chill. Like, chill out. Like, I don't like that. I don't like dudes wilding like that. So he kind of like pushed off of me, and that kind of got me hot. So long story short, long story short, I ain't gonna lie, I punched him out. I'm not gonna lie. She ended up feeling bad for him. She's like, "What are y'all doing?" And da 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 da. So, and I feel kind of bad about it because me and him came up together, and I knew, I'm in shape and stuff like that. So I felt like it kind of really wasn't fair. He's a little bit taller and bigger than me, but it didn't even matter. Like I was just on him quick, fast, and in a hurry. Just me being a boxer, I won't even give you the chance. So I like punched him out, and he kind of was like woozy. I wouldn't say I slept him, but he was woozy and stuff like that. And his baby mom helped him up, but I felt bad because I'm like, dang, they got to go home together. And that was because of her. And I don't know what he gonna do to her because he ain't talking to me. You know what I mean? After that, but
well, at least there weren't no straps involved.
No, we still cousins at the end of the day. That's why it was just a fight. Now I don't know what he would have did if I would have been a stranger though.
Yeah, but you see what you're saying there, like where I grew up was kind of grimy, and stuff like that happened all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you say you from the South Side. That's enough right there. Any city you go in and say South Side, even especially in America, we already know that's the area. The South.
Yeah, where I grew up was like, man, when I what you guys would say graduated from high school. Put it this way: most of my friends and my peers that I hung around with or grew up with, most of them are either dead or in prison. And one of my good spars, like spars, like a sparring partner. One of my good boys. He was. I remember saying to him, What are you gonna do now? You're gonna go to college?" And he told me his education was over. He said, "Listen, Bridget, my education is over." And from that moment there, I knew where his life was going. And he ended up trying to rob a what's it called? Like like in America, I see it in the movies in New York where they transfer money in those secure trucks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you talking about the
armor trucks?
Yeah. That's it, the armor trucks. Yeah. So over here, we have that as well. And he ended up trying to rob one of those armor trucks, and he got caught. And he did some time. Came out of prison, and then the day he came out, he went back into prison. Man, he was messed up. But that story that you was talking about there, I've seen that. I've seen that live and direct. I've seen two good friends that have been boys from day one, and they fall out over some postcode thing. Like a postcode is like a how you like
like a
like you
moral
got
code.
like you got uh say like okay, say like you got Harlem, you got the Bronx, you got Queens, you got Brooklyn.
Don't forget
Yeah,
Staten Island.
yeah, Staten Island. What else you got? What's it called? Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island. Then we got Yonkers.
Yeah. So you see how you got them areas there. We have similar thing in South as well. And when I was growing up, it was a big thing. Like you couldn't roll with certain people from a different that wasn't part of the borough, and all of that. And
Oh, I know what you're saying. It's basically like Bloods and Crips. And
it's
Vice
kind of like that.
Lords, GDs.
Yeah, it's like that, but the UK version. Yeah, I remember, one of my friends, he came back, he got shot in the ass.
Oh wow!
And yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
My cousin got shot in there. I still laugh and mess with him because he got shot in the ass by somebody he used to bully. He used to bully this dude and make him do whatever.
Yeah.
No, but see, here's the thing: he used to make the dude do whatever he wanted to. Like my cousin was a hustler. He was grimy. He went to prison for aggravated robbery and shit like that. But he used to make the dude rob and do stuff like that for him. Well, one day my cousin beat the dude up for something. I can't remember what he beat him up for. But dude got tired of it. Came back to my cousin. And man say, when I say he had that gun, he said, my cousin was like, you ain't gonna do shit. And my cousin started walking away, and he shot my cousin in the ass, walking away from him.
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It sounds like some stuff you see on the movie, right?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that shit happened in real life.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I accidentally remember bullying one kid. I ain't mean to. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I don't know what I was thinking, man. I used to. Now that I look back at it, I was bullying the boy, and I don't know what I was thinking. I ain't really see it as I was bullying him. I just didn't like him because he always used to get on my nerves. And I wasn't no tough guy or anything, but I don't know. It just is what it is. And I remember this one time, I see the youth walking on because he just used to jar me because
Hey, Blue Blood just dropped some news, man. He said Adonis Stevenson is still fighting for his life, according
I heard
to
about
WBC
that.
President Mauricio Suleiman.
Yeah, I heard that he's not in good condition.
Yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to that dude, man.
Yeah, man. I don't like to hear,
even though even though I've been wanting him to fight somebody for real and give somebody a real title shot and not quit cherry picking and the things that he was doing throughout his career, but I don't want to see that. I don't wish that on nobody.
Yeah, that was me too. That was the same thing with me. I picked Volstick to beat him. I know you remember in a few of those chats.
Yeah.
Stay ready that we had on World Breakers channel.
Yeah,
me and BFTB was very adamant about him losing. And I feel bad. And it's crazy because I almost feel like a prophet because I said the dudes that's light fisted that I picked to win in the fight end up winning in devastating fashion. And I could tell y'all 3 people right off the rip. Elita Alvarez with Sergey Kovalev. And then I also picked Usyk against Tony Bellew. And then now this one.
Here, everybody picked Usyk against Tony Bellew, but the way here's the fun. Well, you had a few people say Tony was gonna knock him out. But here's the thing about those 2 fights. Alita Alvarez was actually getting his ass whooped until that round. He didn't win no round until that.
You know what? My mans that live in my apartment complex say the same thing that.
Bro,
you always say the same thing you did.
I can't stand Kovalev, but Kovalev was giving Alvarez the matter of fact. He almost knocked Alvarez out in one round. If that bell wouldn't have rung, if that round he would have got stopped. Like he was really getting beat up badly, and he got caught a second win and came back and he He wasn't trying to lose that fight.
That's funny that you say that, Mac. The same situation kind of happened in the Volstick and Stevenson fight because it was a certain round. I think it was the 9th or the 11th round where Volstick, when he was trying to turn on the angle, Stevenson caught him, with a straight left, and he had to hold on to the ropes and all of that. I was like, oh.
Let's see, and also, I'll be honest with you, the same thing with Tony Bellew, except Tony Bellew didn't catch Usyk. He was just outboxing Usyk, and Usyk just so happened to caught him with a mean right. It was a left. He caught him with a left.
And they followed up with the right, like you said.
No, I'm talking about this was before he got knocked down. I'm talking about the one that stunned him to where he started backing up. It was a left. It was just a left. He was jabbing with the right and just caught him with a straight left. And it just stunned him, and he started backing up. He wasn't pressuring no more, and that's when you see when he come in and he caught him with that left and that right, and that it was over.
It was like his legs looked so weak in that fight.
Tony Bellew, he shouldn't have been boxing nowhere. Well, he ain't that old. But Tony Bellew the same age as me, 35. I don't even know why he.
It's just he looked like an old 35. Though.
Yeah, he do. He really do. Yeah. I honestly didn't want to see Tony Bellew go out like that because I wanted to see him fight somebody like Tyson Fury because you've been calling him out. I want to see Tyson Fury beat the brakes off of Tony Bellew because I hate Tony Bellew mouth. He
said Tyson Fury said that in an interview. Tyson Fury's an idiot. He said, how's that gonna look? That wee man. He said, if I unleash hell's fire on him. He said, what credit am I gonna get? And that interview had me on the floor crying because I felt Tyson Fury. He's like, what is that gonna prove? And sometimes you gotta ask yourself that with certain dudes that you go fight, you may want to do it, but what is that gonna prove? Like
you right. And be honest with you, that's the same question you should be asking Luis Ortiz and Joe Joyce. What is Luis Ortiz beating Joe Joyce?
Oh man,
that's why they didn't respond.
No, they did.
But that whole situation
they did. They did.
Serious. I don't believe that for 1 second that was a serious call out.
Hold on, let me tell you. Yeah, I don't either because for the simple fact that Luis Ortiz answered and said, "Let's make the fight," and Joe Joyce and them has not responded back to Luis Ortiz at all. No, Joe Joyce and his camp has not responded back to Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz has sent this is per Cali the Enigma, and Cali the Enigma actually knows somebody in the Luis Ortiz camp. They stated that they sent Joe Joyce an offer sheet. They offered him a fight because he called Luis Ortiz out and said they have not received a response, and it's been over a week.
Let me just speak on Joe Joyce's behalf, man. Joe Joyce was caught up in the moment. He didn't mean what he said. He offers a formal apology, and we all hope that this whole situation could be brushed under the rug, and everyone can move on with their life.
But the reason it can't be pushed under the rug is because before this fight, and actually 2 months ago, this is exactly 2 months ago, when he signed. No, this was 3 months ago when he signed with what's the dude name? Abel Sanchez with his
It's Mr. Fable.
Sanchez. Fable Sanchez, Abel Sanchez, Maybelline Sanchez.
Somebody called them Unable Sanchez. I was crying.
That's what it should be, Unable. He got to be the worst trainer in boxing in my eyes. I think Freddie Roach is better trainer than him, and Freddie Roach already get accomplished fighters.
Oh yeah, I finally seen that interview too. Stay ready, where he's talking about Tyson Fury's boy.
Yeah,
that was disrespectful.
Yeah,
that was disrespectful.
I have no respect.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen the same thing. Yeah, I heard that.
I have no respect for those guys, man. None at all.
Talking about he should take over the corner, and
he's not. He might not even be. Once you do something like that, you might end up not even being in the dude corner no more. I wouldn't be surprised. Me. But back to Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
But with Joe Joyce, when he signed with Abel Sanchez, they put out a statement saying that in about 2 fights, he'll be ready for any top opponent. That means And then he said he's ready, like he's ready now. But I don't think so, bro. You've only had 6 fights. Like, come on, dude. Like you've only literally had 6 professional fights. And you know, I say this all the time. And nothing against you guys, the amateur fighters act, so don't take me
No,
literally
no,
when
no,
I
no,
say
no.
this.
Go ahead, go ahead, go
Okay.
ahead.
But
Shoot.
when it comes to professional fighting, people give amateur careers too much glory.
I
Amateur
agree
career,
with you. I
your
agree with
amateur
you.
career means absolutely nothing. Once you become a professional, your amateur career is nothing because you start back at zero.
Yo, look, I agree with you 110% on that. I'm the main one that look. Adrian Broner didn't have the greatest amateur career, and look what he did. He may not be doing nothing now, but when he got in the pro game, he kind
Honestly,
of.
I think Adrian Broner is about to get his second win. I'm for the start. I'm gonna start back rooting for Adrian Broner again. At first I got tired of saying if, and I got tired of giving him grief because I actually like the dude as far as boxing goes. Don't like his outside the ring antics, but you know, some fighters do get their second win and be ready to fight. Now, if he go in this Pacquiao fight and shit a brick, fuck it. I have no respect for him no more. But I'm gonna give him a shot again. I actually gonna try to give him a shot again because he's going after some unreachable goal.
Yeah, you know what? I think that this fight coming up, Adrian Broner's up and coming fight is going to be a what I term a calibration fight. This is going to be the fight that will help us understand if Broner has taken on advice and does what he needs to do. I mean, it's quite simple. Broner needs to let his hands go. Like you know, Broner's a good fighter. He has the capacity to be an even better fighter. And you know,
Hey,
it doesn't take a genius to understand what
that's
he needs to do. So I think that his fight coming up, you know, we're going to see whether he listens and whether
that's my
he
point.
produces the goods.
I'm tired of saying if or what he needs to do because we can say what he needs to do forever and a day, but he hasn't done it. So
Yeah,
it's up to him to get out there, take care of your business, and 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 go out there, take care of your business, and do what you need to do to win this fight. I'm not in the ring with you. I'm not your coach. I'm not your cornerman. I'm not your trainer. So I'm not going to sit there and keep saying what you need, what you need, what you need. If he does this, if he does that. This
yeah,
is it. I'm at the point now to where you're going to go in this ring. You're going to fight the fight that you fight. So I'm gonna break down this fight how you've been fighting your last few fights. I'm not gonna break it down how you need to fight and how you've been fighting before you fought Maidana. Because after you fought Maidana, you've been shitting bricks.
Well, in order for him to pull this one out, guys, y'all remember Clash of the Titans, right? When they gave Perseus different weapons and items.
Yep.
Well, Adrian Broner gonna need that. He gonna need the feet of Ali. He gonna need the awkwardness of Roy Jones. He gonna need the hand speed of Pernell Whitaker, and he gonna need the ring IQ of Sugar Ray Robinson. If we
Honestly,
yeah.
can get that all delivered to him in once,
honestly,
he'd be fine.
he don't need all that.
He said he don't need all.
He
Well, you're
Nah,
right. It is old Pacquiao,
bro,
but
it's,
you know what,
bro,
Pacquiao?
you know what Bronner needs? I'm gonna be
What?
completely honest with you.
What he need?
Bronner needs to go back to his old self. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah,
That's nothing else. If Bronner goes back to the old Bronner, the
yeah,
Bronner before he had a beard,
yeah, 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 yeah,
go back
Yeah, I
to the
know
Bronner
the
before he had a
problem.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
exactly. Go back to the problem Bronner.
But stay ready. You see where you are now. That's where I was at his last fight. So Broner's not even on my radar. But hey, look, man, if he's got a fight coming up with Pacquiao, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it. You know what I mean?
I'm
But
gonna need
Yeah,
that streaming link. I ain't buying it.
yeah,
Don't be surprised if I hit one of y'all up.
that VIP. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna watch
Hey,
it.
go to
But
VIP
VIP roast
box. That VIP box.
no
All right.
VIP roast sports
Okay.
.net.
Okay.
If he go in this fight and fight like he fought Vincent Escobedo, or go in here and fight like he fought Antonio DeMarco.
Yeah. That was one of his best performances.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he go in there and fight like he did these dudes, like he fought Gavin Reese. Hell, like he fought, like he went out. I still don't understand how the fuck he went out 12 with Paulie Malignaggi. But if he go in there and fight like he fought Paulie, no, he'd get beat. but if he go in there and fight like he was
said,
doing
I took Paulie's belt and his girl.
Yeah, and he did. But he fought. He didn't fight Paulie right. He didn't.
Paulie said that was a side piece. Don't disrespect my New York brother. That was a side piece, y'all. Don't hate. It was a side piece.
Is he Italian or is he
He's Italian.
He's Italian.
Italian.
Yeah. That's why he acts like he do towards black fighters. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
What is he? How's Paulie? Is he one of those? Is he one of them ones? Is he one of those kind of
No. Paulie had a good career. Don't get it wrong. He did have a decent career. I'm not gonna take nothing away from his career. Mm-hmm. He beat an old
two-time world champion.
Yeah, he beat an old Zab Judah. So I don't give him no recognition for that fight when he fought Zab Judah.
Trying to say he's the king of Brooklyn. They fought for the king of Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was the title that they fought. When he fought Zab Judah had already lost 8 times and been knocked out. He should have knocked
Zab Judah was my man.
Brooklyn. He was mine too. He was one of my favorite fighters.
And I had a lot of high hopes for Zab Judah, man.
Matter of fact, he beat Zab after he lost to Brahma. So I think his best fight was when he beat Miguel Cotto.
Oh,
huh? Paulie?
No, I thought Paulie lost it. Did he?
No, he won on a unanimous decision.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
he did. Did he get knocked down though?
Yeah, he got knocked down. you not for the beat. That's one of my favorite fighters. I mean,
I gotta give Miguel Cotto credit. He fought everybody.
Well, not Jose Miguel Cotto, not that one. My favorite.
I'm talking about his brother.
Yeah, this is his brother that Paulie beat. Jose Miguel Cotto, not the big Miguel Cotto, not my boy.
Yeah, it's different. Jose Cotto. Jose. Actually, it's funny because I was arguing with somebody. They say, I never even seen Canelo look like he even was about to get hurt. I said, go to the Jose Cotto and Canelo fight. He got hit in the first, I think it's like a minute 34 seconds in the fight. He got hit with a major league left hook. Because Jose Cotto is a righty. He's not a lefty like Miguel Cotto. That's the difference between them two.
Hey, fellas, I'll be back in a second. I'll be back.
All right.
I'm probably gonna be on too much longer. I gotta try to do this laundry, man.
Man, I don't blame you. Shit, I'm about to relax because World Breaker gonna be on in about 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to fluctuate. Actually, no. What's the name's doing it today?
Yeah, I know.
Big Kurt. I don't know how Big Kurt gonna send out them links.
If he send them out.
Yeah, I don't think he gonna send them out. I think he's just gonna do his thing.
I'm gonna check him out today because I'm gonna go on after them. But I'm gonna do it 3:00. My time is 3:00, so it's however long.
Well, you know what to do, Matt. Since you was on my show, you was there for me, bro. I got you. If you not just, I don't know how you doing it. Well, if you even doing it like that today, if you trying to,
I'm doing the panel. I'm doing the panel today.
Okay. That's why I said if you.
Now here it is when Paulie Malignaggi fought my boy Miguel Cotto, he lost. He got his ass beat 12 rounds.
Yeah. That's why I was confusing it. I was confused because I was like, that was actually his first loss.
Yeah, he fought both of them. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that. I forgot. When I say their name, because one of them is Miguel, and the other one is Jose Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, it's crazy. Paulie, I don't even know why Paulie. I don't know. Paulie didn't have the career he could have had.
Yeah.
He just wasn't that good to me, honestly.
He ain't have nothing. He lost to Eggington. Eggington.
What big name fighters did he really beat? And I don't want to hear. Can't nobody tell me he beat a 42-8 Zab Judah in that count.
I mean, that's the only. I mean,
He
well,
got.
suppose
Oh,
well
he beat
he
Juan
beat
Diaz
yeah Juan Diaz
and Ricky.
and
Did he beat Ricky
supposedly
Hatton
his
or did he
sparring
lose?
he beat McGregor, so that got to
Man,
count for something.
fuck that. He got beat up by Ricky Hatton in America. Ricky Hatton, bro.
Yeah, I ain't going front. Yeah, and that's probably was an old Ricky. That wasn't an old Ricky Hatton. Nah, because Paulie kind of old.
That
Ricky
was
Hatton could. Ricky
that
Hatton
that
could have
was
been.
that was before Floyd beat him. That was in 2008 when they fought.
Wow.
That was that was early. That was before Floyd and Pacquiao caught hold of Ricky Hatton.
Wow.
Let me make sure. Let me go look it up. Cause I think didn't Floyd fight him in 09?
He fought him in 08, 09, one of those.
Yeah. Let me see. We're gonna look. There's only one Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I remember all my cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy gonna lose this time.
Yeah,
Boy.
he Ricky Hatton, he fought Ricky Hatton before Pacquiao fought Ricky Hatton. But Ricky Hatton had already lost to Floyd. Floyd beat him in 07. Then Ricky Hatton fought Juan Lascano, and then he fought Paulie and beat Paulie. Then he lost to Pacquiao.
And I gotta give him credit because Mayweather knocked him out stepping back.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard knocking somebody out stepping back. You know how calculated you gotta be. So not that I want to, defend Floyd anyway, but when it come to that boxing ring, can't take it nothing away from him.
So Boxing Rick is promoting for the zone.
I guess so.
No, because
I meant to ask you, that Jesse Hart fight is on ESPN Plus.
I think so. You will just check regular ESPN. If not, I can send you my. If you got a cable provider, I can send you my.
I got Optimum.
Yeah, I can send you my link to it.
I mean, I actually got the app.
Oh, you got it? Oh, well,
yeah, but I don't know if you could you download it on your like.
Yeah, you can watch it on your laptop. Just go to ESPN and do everything that you do on your phone.
So could I also download it on my Xbox?
You should be able to.
All right. Cause I know that with my other stuff, I got it like the other apps that I got for boxing. I was able to pull it up on my on my PlayStation and watch certain stuff. Even Epics when I was trying to go back and watch the Contender.
Do you guys have the Zone?
No, I don't.
I mean,
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't buy a transatlantic deal. I can't.
I don't. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea anyway. I mean, I'm a boxing fan, and there's no way that I would be happy watching, a primetime boxing event on my mobile phone. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm sure they must have a website that you can log into or something, so you can at least watch it on your computer or something. But I just don't understand how they think that boxing fans are going to be watching this thing, are going to be happy watching this thing on their phones, unless they're under the assumption that people are just going to cast the phone to their TV screen or something. I don't know, but I just think it's a bit. I think it's a bit too premature. This whole concept of all these fighters being on the app.
I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing that I get from the zone, and it's nothing against you, but most of the people that tries to get us to get the zone are in the UK. They because this is their thing that I hear from people from the UK all the time. Why wouldn't y'all get it? If you love boxing, you'll watch it because it's another platform to see boxing on. But then I tell them, I say, you guys don't have to get it because you get to watch it on Sky Sports. Y'all don't get the zone over there. It's only available in America, Canada, and Germany. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So with that being said, why when we have so many applications to what that we already are subscribed to, and I'm not just talking just boxing. I'm just talking applications in general. We got Hulu, Netflix. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna go on my phone and just read to you what all I got on my phone. I got ESPN Plus starting off. That's the first thing I see. ESPN Plus, Netflix, Hulu. Uh, just these are just TV apps. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, uh, Ring TV, which is I don't even know why because I'll never even click on it. I'll probably delete that today. What's another one? Let me next page.
Come on, man. You know that's a cuss word.
What?
Ring.
It's there though.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm messing with you. It's a World Breaker. World Breaker told you that.
Yeah, I got Showtime. I got HBO. I got Zeus. I got Crack TV. I got Sony Crackle. It's so many apps that I have on my phone.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm like, for me to just my phone is already full. Why am I gonna keep adding stuff to my phone and just adding when I can just I can go stream it. Now this is what I will say. Now if my boy Jamal or Jamel Charlo go fight on that app, guess what?
I already know.
I'm gonna get it for that free month. That's it.
So
Earl Spence not gonna fight on that app because there's nobody over there worth his time to go fight. So I don't have to worry about Earl Spence. If Deontay Wilder go over there, I'm gonna stream it on the strength that I'm not supporting Anthony Joshua because they trying to get Deontay Wilder a flat fee.
So is it with this DAZN thing? Is it that like you just don't want another app on your phone, or is it that because it's a UK thing? You're like, no, man.
Well, it's not
it's not a UK thing. It's the Eddie Hearn thing.
It's not a UK thing because really, to be honest with you, you guys in the UK have nothing to do with it. What do y'all have to do with the DAZN? Nothing. Because y'all can't even get the app. You over there cannot even get the DAZN app.
No. I don't know. I've got no idea what it looks like.
The DAZN is a Canadian company. It's a Canadian company that don't even understand the American market. You guys in the UK don't even understand the American market because that's my argument a lot of times with guys from the UK because they try to tell me, like, you guys try to, not you, I'm not saying you in general, but I'm just saying a lot of the UK guys try to tell me that it's more money in the UK than it is over in America, but that's not true because you guys have a cap on everything.
No.
You don't pay what we pay for pay-per-view. Y'all pay $20. Let's say y'all pay $20 for a pay-per-view. We pay $75. And then depending on who fighting, it might be $100. The cheapest pay-per-view you're going to get here is $69.99.
Yeah, it's not that there definitely isn't more money in the UK than in the US. I mean, you can just do some basic numbers and see that there's more money in the US. Plus your pay-per-view, as you say, your pay-per-view can be as much as I think the most I've seen is about $80 or something, or $90 or something like that.
Go to the Canelo Triple G fight was $100.
Right. Okay. There you go. But it's all it is. I mean, I don't even think down the lines of UK, US, and our numbers are better than yours, and I don't even think down these lines. And it's surprising to me that you got these people talking about this in this way, because the way I see it is that it's a different market. The UK is not comparable to the US, so I don't even see it as we're doing high numbers in the UK, or you can make more money. I don't see it like that. I see it as
neither, bro. Me either.
It's like I
got a question. What's your if somebody was to have a anything? I don't care what it is. The most expensive ticket that it would cost to get in a Wembley event. I mean, all the way at the bottom, court side, field side, ring side. What's the most expensive? What's the highest price you'll have on that ticket?
To be honest with you, I'm not too sure, but I know the average cost of a ticket is about 20 pounds or something. To you, that would be about $24, $25.
I'm gonna tell you like this. We have an event here today, here in Houston. That's a boxing event. Joe George. Joe George is not even a big time boxer, not even a famous boxer. You know what the price of his cheapest ticket is?
What's that?
$35.
Yeah,
I ain't
but
gonna even tell you how the cheapest price in New York is
And then, hold on.
50. It's $50.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. So if you go to a major sporting event like I'm not even gonna say Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna say an Earl Spence ticket. An Earl Spence ticket, the cheapest ticket for one of his fights was $75. To sit ringside was in the thousands.
you know, uh, boxing is not an expensive sport in the UK. It's very accessible for most people. But
And
if
that's
you
how
want,
and that's how y'all able to sell out. I promise you, if we could cap out and make those tickets around $20 and things like that here in America, you wouldn't be able to get a seat at a fight. That fight would sell out within 10 minutes, and I promise you, it'll sell out within 10 minutes.
you know,
And,
our national sport over here is football, right? And those tickets are crazy. Those tickets are more in line with, what you're saying, like 50 pounds and stuff like that. If you want a season ticket, I think these guys are paying, £10,000 for a season ticket and things like that. That's where the numbers are. They really take the piss with the football tickets. But with boxing, no, man. Boxing has always been accessible. It's always been £20 pay-per-view. If you want it in HD, it might be like £25 or something, but it's accessible. And this is business. You can do two things in business. You can sell them cheap and stack them high, or you can jack the price up and sell less quantity. Do you know what I mean? And the UK and the US has different models. In the UK, it's sell them cheap, stack them high. In the US, it's the opposite.
yeah.
And it's just different markets. That's all it is. So I don't even see no comparison. It's stupid to compare the UK to the US. You can't even compare the UK to Texas. The UK can fit into Texas like 4 times. Just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Texas, the state, 4 times. So it makes me cringe when I hear people talking about, yeah, but the figures this and AJ does this and yeah, but this Texas sport does. Look, man, in Texas, yeah, or in the South, there's I don't know if you guys are familiar with a sport called motorsport, sorry, motocross.
Yeah, I know what you're
Um,
talking about. Like, I like motocross. You talking about the sport where they have the cars going on those dirt roads around the countryside?
Yeah, yeah. See, you've got the cars, but then
Yeah,
you've got the motorbikes. I'm not even talking about the cars. I'm just talking about the bikes.
yeah,
The cars is even more expensive sport, but just the bikes alone, in places like Texas and some of these other southern states, when you look at the stadiums, they're filling out that those stadiums are like 300,000, and they are jam packed. And motocross is not even a popular sport. I know that. It's not a popular sport. It's a somewhat of a local sport, a specialist sport. You understand? Most people won't even know that it is a sport. But even just in motocross, there's a guy called James Stewart. He's one of the first most successful black motocross riders. James Bubba Stewart. He used to whoop ass, and there's money in that. So it's when you put it into perspective. I think a lot of people kind of have their own agendas, and there's ego involved. It's kind of like, yeah, well, you should come to the UK, you should come to the US, and our number. This argument can go on like forever. That, oh, we do these type of numbers in the UK, but there's context. There's context to everything. And in the end, when it's all said and done, did these two guys fight? Are they going to get in the ring? You know, you get all the numbers and all this and that. Are they going to get in the ring? At the end of the day, these two got to get in the ring, and the fight needs to happen for both their sake. But it is what it is, man. That's just the politics of boxing.
Yeah, as usual. But I don't want to keep us too much longer because Big Kurt about to come on in a little bit, holding it down for World Breaker.
Oh, cool.
So I want to make sure that I catch that. But this, shout out to you guys. It's my first, Google Hangout Live. I kind of like this thing, man.
Yeah, at least you know how to do it now, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Mac, man. Couldn't have did it without Mac, man. Now, the next step, Mac, is me going down there to Texas, well, Houston specifically, and getting that chicken that I've been hearing about. I think I need
about it.
Yeah, man. They one of my guys, African dude. He lived out in Texas for a long time.
Oh, what you mean your chauffeur? Yeah, your limousine.
Yeah. I didn't want to make it sound like that because you're making me commercial. I want to still feel gritty. You know what I mean? But yeah, my guy, he was telling me, you know what I mean, there's a chicken spot out there. And he said he could still taste the chicken. He said he had to come to New York and get rid of that Texas chicken down there. And I told him, man, we gonna go back out there one day. We gonna get that. I really want to go out there for the Earl fight, man. But like I said, stay ready. Always just say that. He said, come out, man.
I'm gonna keep telling you the same thing. I'm gonna change my tune. Man, bring that ass here.
I want to get out to Texas as well, my damn self, you know.
Man, y'all more than welcome to Texas. I'm gonna tell y'all something about down here in the South. Once you get here, it's Southern hospitality here. You'll be surprised. Don't feel like you're in New York when you get here, because people gonna walk up to you and just speak to you. Random people, you ain't gonna know who they is, because it's real hospitable here.
That happened to me when I went in Atlanta, and I was just shocked. It messed me up. It's like, hey, how you doing? A white girl actually offered to buy me some Starbucks. She was cute too. I was like, dang.
She was that right there. Was you single?
Nah, I was single. I was.
You should have jumped on that, but you got a girl now. So Act reaches one lady. I know you're listening. I'm just telling him when he was single, he should have did that. He don't need to do that now. You know what I'm saying? We are part of the faithful black male community here. It's a secluded neighborhood.
Yes.
I don't know nothing about nothing. And no, you're right though, because when I was in Miami, man, there were two friends.
And it's just the South, bro. I know y'all say it's too friendly, but down here in the South, it's just different.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. It's just, you know, like I'm glad that you added that in there, Mac, because my girl, she doesn't listen to every single video, but sometimes she'll catch the live, or sometimes she'll go to the archives. Sometimes she even go through my stuff while I'm sleeping. So you know how the Dominican chicks is, man.
I know, that's why I said it. I don't want you to wake up with an iron in your head.
Man, look, them DR chicks, man, they're fine as hell.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the best chicks I done had has been Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Jamaican. But but let me tell you, the craziest chicks I done been with was Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Jamaican. But they're look. They're the most loyalist women. They really cater to their men.
Yeah.
They are they're submissive, very submissive, but they are batshit crazy. So,
you are not lying.
So that's all I'm gonna say. I haven't talked. Me and the Jamaican stopped talking over a year ago, and you know, to this day, I still get random eye rolls and random knife emoji sent to my phone from her.
Oh my God!
Knife emojis, you know.
Mac man.
Yeah, I'm not lying, but she is. Oh my gosh, she's probably the most beautiful woman I ever talked to. But she's just crazy. Like, she is really crazy. I can't. This motherfucker. I didn't answer my phone one time, and she told me, "What bitches you fucking with? Don't make me come over there and shoot the shit up." And she's not joking when I say she got more guns than I got, and I got an arsenal.
Damn.
Yeah, so, you know, and her brothers are crazy, so I don't know.
Yeah. I wouldn't have happened to you, Mac.
Oh, ain't nothing happened to them. She really look. Think about this. She's Jamaican. She's a doctor, not no nurse. She's a cardiologist.
Wow.
A heart doctor.
Wow.
But she's crazy. I had to let her go. Think about that. I don't make nowhere close to the money she make, but I let her go because she's crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes it ain't about the money, man.
Yeah, it was a good relationship, but she was just crazy. She was something else. Yeah.
Well,
man.
well, to the viewers out there, and ain't too many of y'all now, and y'all done all done left, but it's cool. You know, I appreciate my guys on the panel. One of them ones, my guy.
Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button in this hole.
Oh yeah. Click that button. Like Wilder say, y'all better click that button. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Like I appreciate y'all being. This my 20th episode too. The Jab Jamboree. Y'all made it to 20 with me.
What's going on?
Okay. So shout out to my boy Stay Ready. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my man's page. My man Mac. He's a good dude. One of them ones. Do you make any content, brother?
Yeah, I should have something dropping hopefully tomorrow that should be interesting.
Okay. So y'all better subscribe to one of them ones too. Okay, because you heard it over here. And of course, you know, if you haven't subscribed to me, ACK, capital R, Reacher, pound 45. And we gonna have another one for y'all coming soon, man. But right now, y'all go to World Breakers page and tune into my big buzzing Kurt, as I like to call him, straight from Jersey.
Yeah, he's proper Jersey, man.
And we gonna catch you later. Shout out to the LDBC. I forgot. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, and shout out to my other crew, the Full Berserker Clan. All right, and we out.
All right.
Peace, man.
Peace.